Alright, so Eternals. This is a weird one for us because we usually hate all this hair.
She's like, what?
Marvel movies, and
Yeah.
even when we watched the trailer of this, we were thinking like, this seems different, seems new. This is what I wanted out of Marvel. I mean,
Long time ago.
The
Well,
jokes-
we did have it at one point.
the jokes were minimum. There was some, stupid stuff in there, but it was tightened down. It was turned down, and there was
real.
There was
It was
barely
more real than anything.
There was barely any references to the other Marvel movies, which is great because that's the whole problem with Marvel movies is, oh, we're all connected, we'll just lean up against each other and we'll be fine. This one obviously standing alone.
Also, what I am going to predict, and is just happening right now, is everyone hates it because it's too DC. We were talking about how we heard some Alfred, Batman, and Superman references. Almost the same amount of, Thanos.
Vibranium,
Vibranium,
Thanos, Avengers.
Yeah, but they're mixing it into a way to where it was neutral.
Right.
But also
The tone.
the tone and the feeling and the reality and just the realness of humanity.
It really
it was way too deep for a Marvel movie.
Reminded us of early Marvel with X-Men and everything, reference to the Holocaust, and here they reference Hiroshima.
Yeah, they go back
a lot
past
of
which is
human
really
atrocities, and then they even have conflicts with one another, saying like, why aren't we here to save them? Pretty much, like they were growing, they were getting close to these people, and like, why can't we save them? But then they learned that it's pretty
It's a
much
good twist.
There was a few times where I was actually feeling something. I was like, is this an actual Marvel movie? And this woman who directed this did great. Obviously, she said that she was inspired by Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, and it kind of shows.
You can see it.
It shows that, yeah, why don't you bring stuff from the real world into this, and people can actually relate to it.
Yeah, they brought more Earth-like humanity into this one movie than the past 10 years of Marvel movies.
Right.
Where they just kind of like, yeah, it's a building. We don't care about those here. But here it's like, since we were Uncle Bunkus chucking rocks to now, feeling for each other,
and
not willing to sacrifice us for more worlds.
It all worked together so great, and then they went from, humanity being on Earth to creation of the universe, that the Sentinels are pretty much the creators of life.
And using it.
And it's kind of like the same Thanos thing, like, oh, these millions will die, but billions will live, kind of thing. The action in this movie this is what I'm talking about. Not only the action, but the cinematography. There was actually shadows. It was dark in some scenes. Some things were popping because it wasn't so gray. Not so many gray tones, but here it's dark and shadow and light. Good music. Action was cool. The sound effects of the action.
No cities. Have you noticed?
No city.
No
it was
cities.
all in the wilderness.
All in like either shack villages or just random wide open landscapes.
I love that. I love that way more, honestly.
Yeah, it's because they're epic and they're gods, and they're like just going at it.
There weren't
wide open
skyscrapers
land.
back then. Fuck, man, that speedster scene where she was beating the hell out of him was probably my favorite scene.
Yeah,
that was cool as hell.
I was moving all over.
Yeah, I was like, damn! She's like juking, hitting him left and right. She's like, oh shit, fuck, oh shit. Like, yeah, that's right. You're not gonna see the punches coming. What else? What else are we missing? Like, this is the good thing about this
Eternals
movie.
going good, Eternals going bad.
Yeah.
Who's bad? Who's good?
The constant
you had like 3 different sides.
Yeah, the constant flashbacks.
And they're all kind of right.
Every time we went back in history, I was like, ooh, what time of history are you in now? Like,
and it tells us.
Cool, yeah.
It's like 2000, 5000 BC.
Yeah, that you get this certain area.
And then you go all the way to World War II, August 1945.
And then you can literally play with time. Let's talk about why this isn't doing well.
It's really
and
not
it
doing
should be doing well. Well, Rotten Tomatoes is giving it a bad rap.
I don't go by that.
Exactly.
Never have.
Exactly, but they were like, it's the lowest Rotten Tomato Marvel movie out there, and it's oddly probably one of the best ones. Maybe some of the homosexual stuff in here maybe threw them off, or like, I'm all for that, but don't throw it in my face. They kissed once!
Don't throw it in my face. Fuck your face.
We're surprised no one left. But
yeah, black and Arabic guy kissing each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not doing bad.
Yeah, I think it's just a Rotten Tomatoes.
Globally, it almost made all its
now
money
the
back in this one
MCU
weekend.
people can start saying, "Oh, maybe Rotten Tomato doesn't matter," because I'm pretty sure if you look at BVS, it has like the same Rotten Tomato score.
Rotten Tomato can suck my dick.
Yeah, it can.
Anything
else?
in the first weekend, it almost made its money back. So
Yeah.
you can't really call it a failure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, and not just the beginning of it is doing so well. Is when people really digest it and take their time with it and realize
it's gonna
all the
last longer.
jewels within.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're gonna start
be
forgetting about the Avengers.
Yeah, they're gonna be another one, and you know what? I'm for it.
Right.
I'm here for it.
This is entertainment striking back on a Disney level.
On a Disney level, which we haven't seen in a long time.
I don't remember. Unless it's like animated movies. This was cool. This was pretty much Justice League on a Marvel level, and this chick did not disappoint. She did
No.
not take advantage.
She did great.
Nailed it.
Did
She nailed
great.
it. If I have to say anything bad about it, I would have to say
The Indian
that,
dude.
yeah,
making
like what was it?
commentary,
Yeah.
comedy, documentary thing.
The biggest thing about his character was that he wasn't involved at the end.
Yeah.
And then he comes in afterwards. He's like,
But he was cool. I liked
he
his
was
power.
cool, yeah. I like his little fucking Kamehameha
Yeah,
shit. That was
he's
cool.
like a little Goku kind
Yeah.
of.
And at first, the Bollywood stuff, I was like, eh. And then I started to like him a little bit more. And even his little assistant, his little Alfred, yeah, like, he was there for the funny moments.
Same for the sad moments.
I think what people are getting butthurt is that she obviously likes DC, and she got that a little bit into
Also, and
Marvel.
let's just be honest, they're butthurt because most Marvel people don't like, for one,
Learning?
branching out and being
Feeling?
more empathetic and being more
Right.
diverse.
Right.
But I agree that you can't just be diverse, which some people think that's all you need. And here they backed it up
Right.
perfectly, so you can't really be mad at them.
Every character had their moment to shine.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And I knew dick about Eternals, but now I'm
Yeah.
kind of hooked. Now I
Yeah.
really want to know these characters and, you know, how accurate. Actually, I don't give a shit if it's accurate or not from the comics. That was a great movie, and I loved it. What would you rate it?
9.5.
I'd give it a 9. That was a good movie. Out of your Marvel movies, really? Number 1? Oh, damn.
I felt more. I was intrigued more. I was invested more. I wasn't disappointed as much. You just checked all the boxes for me. I can't help it.
I think I would have to agree. I don't know. I'd have to sit on it. Really know any of, like, I look at all the other MCU movies, like my favorites, like Iron Man and all that other stuff, and then you look at this one, you're like, it's not the same, so it's kind of hard. But I would have to say Eternals is up there for me, for sure. It was a good movie. I recommend
Go see
everyone
it.
else go see it, and
Go see it.
take it from people who hate Marvel.
Yeah.
I would go see it. But that was our review, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
All the people who love Marvel, like, I'm not gonna go see it now.